How does medical malpractice compensation work? Hi, I'm Darrell Castle. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee. And medical malpractice compensation doesn't work unless you're able to prove that your doctor, hospital, nurse, some medical provider is guilty of negligence. Then you might be able to recover, but the negligence has to be pretty severe. It has to be outside the standard of care in your local area. And by that I mean, by standard of care, I mean no reasonable doctor or hospital or nurse or whoever it was would have acted that way. It was so far outside the standard of care that a reasonable doctor would have done it differently, would have performed that operation differently. If you're able to prove all of those things and you had a life-altering injury, a catastrophic injury, even death to you or loved one, if you're able to prove all those things, then you should be able to recover. And that recovery in that event should be substantial. Now, good doctors, and most of them are good, they care about their patients, and so they carry insurance. They carry insurance to protect themselves and to protect you, the patient, in case they accidentally injure someone. People have accidents. People make mistakes. We're all human. The question is, who pays for the mistake? You're the one who suffered. Somebody should make you whole. That is the entire theory behind medical negligence law. Now, you're not going to recover anything unless you have a good medical malpractice attorney to represent you. That's the way it is in that end of the profession. Here in Tennessee, in my jurisdiction, medical malpractice attorneys are limited by state law as to what they can charge. They can't charge more than 1/3 of whatever the total recovery is. In return for that, they represent you and they get you the total recovery. It is a pretty good deal, folks. It opens up the courthouse to people who could not otherwise afford a competent attorney. That's the theory behind that fee. And so, if you've been injured to the extent that I just mentioned, catastrophically injured, suffered even death perhaps, you or a loved one, and you think it's due to the negligence of some doctor, hospital, nurse, other medical provider, you really need to see someone about that, folks, because you might be entitled to compensation, and you should be if you've suffered an injury.